What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Gil with J&G Tactical and Outdoors. Today we've got a Protech Enthusiast exclusive. So, yes, I did say Enthusiant. It is not a typo. It's actually a play on words from Enthusiast. The origin story for the Enthusiast was that there was a typo error, and I think the second Facebook exclusive group knife, and instead of calling it the Enthusiast, it became Enthusiant. And so Protech asked the group, should we run with that and from now on use that new terminology, or go back to the correct spelling, which was Enthusiast? And a lot of the guys said keep it at Enthusiant. So here we go. So this model, it's the Duke 2. This is again from our Facebook exclusive group. This one, let's take a look here and I'll just show it to you. So it's got gray aluminum handles, DLC wash MagnaCut blade, black lip pearl button, and a DLC wash deep color clip. So the Duke 2, obviously, the predecessor was the Duke 1, which I've been around Protechs for many years, at least 5 or 6 years, and so I'd never heard of the Duke model before. So when they came out with the Duke 2, I never knew there was a Duke 1, but evidently there was. And so let me just give you a brief overall description as to what the difference was between the classic Duke 1 and the Duke 2. So with the Duke 1, that's the original model, obviously. And the new Duke 2, Protech has already done several iterations of this model for Q3 and Q4. First of all, they've upgraded the components. So this is MagnaCut blade steel, and the other updates is that they they refined the firing button, so it's now recessed, so it sits inward, so that way it's not poking out for accidental deployment in your pocket. And also they've refined the ergonomics, so the I believe the bevel, or where the angle grinds were, is a little bit less. It came down toward the edge of the blade on the Duke 1. The Duke 2, it seems to be a little bit more upward, so you've got a lot more cutting surface area. Also, the aesthetics of the handle, it's much cleaner, more refined look. So as you can see, it's much more gentlemanly carry knife. Let me just give you a quick overview on the specs of this particular knife. So the overall length is 6.2 inches. Blade length comes in at 2.65. Blade thickness is 0.110. Obviously, MagnaCut blade steel. It's a drop point. And yes, the handle is aluminum. And looks like, I was trying to see if this one has a reverse clip, but it's not. The pan head screws are set inward as opposed to coming in. So if you are a lefty, you are not able to put it on this side. So this is a right-handed only knife. For a size comparison with the a smaller knife, let's show you the Runt model. So this is one of Protech's smallest knives, if not the smallest one. Protech has another one. It's the called the I think it's called the Cambria. I haven't seen that one in quite a while. They came out for a very short term. It was like for 2 or 3 quarters from 1 year, and then it just stopped. And they went back to doing runts, and they still make the Runt. So here's a size comparison, and if we step up to the traditional Malibu, which if you're a Protech enthusiast, you should know about this one here. So you can see it's definitely a mid-range between the Malibu and the Runt. Now, what's nice about the Duke is that it has a little bit longer handles, obviously, than the Runt. So that just gives you a little bit more surface area. I've got medium-sized hands, so this one fits better than the Runt. In this case, I can only get 3 digits wrapped around the handle. This one, I can get about 3.5, just barely get the 4th one on. But this one, again, it's not going to be used for, tactical carry. You could use this just for small, everyday, cutting tasks. It's more, again, more along the lines of a gentleman folder. I do have a Spartan blades knife. This is the SFH10. So this is the 3.25 inch, I believe. So right about here, this brings us to like more of your, sub 3.5 inch blade length. And you can use these knives as more like a secondary carry than a first carry. But yeah, as a primary carry, I see nothing wrong with carrying this one. Let me just give you a little bit close-up look. So this one has the mother of pearl button, the clean look of the aluminum handles. This blade style, this finish that they put on, it's kind of like the battle worn finish, is one of my favorites. I'm kind of not into the black DLC, fully coated blades anymore, primarily because on mine they really end up showing the scratches much easier than something that's got this kind of battle worn finish. And that's just my preference. Yours may be different, but as you can see on this blade, it really is picking up the oils from my hand. And if that's bothersome to you, yeah, you may want to use like another type of wipe to get that off. But this might just still be oily. I haven't really used this. As you can see, it still has some oil that's in there. But like any Protech, they fire like a rocket, and they're just awesome, awesome blades. Protech is just an awesome company. I love their products, just high quality. I've never come across a faulty Protech knife, and their quality control process is, bar none, it's just superior to so many other knife makers out there. Not to diss anybody else, I'm just saying that from my perspective, any knife that I've come across from a Protech standpoint, never had any issue whatsoever. And I think they go through about 4 different layers of quality protection. So if they catch something, chances are they're going to catch it pretty quickly, and it never goes out to a customer. So I really love the Duke knife. It's really grown on me for just simple everyday carry. Again, just very responsive, utilitarian knife. It's not a beefy knife, so you're not going to use this out in the woods. But for gentleman carry, for everyday outside carry, I think this knife is just awesome. So anyway, let us know what you guys think. Be eager to hear your thoughts. Is this something that you would like to get one day? Or if you already have one, what do you think about it? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Really love to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Help us to get to 1,700 subscribers in the next couple of months. And in the meantime, thanks again for tuning in, and y'all have a good one.